Hello students, this is your computer class today. We are going to start the half-yearly course of which features of MS Word. The chapter number 5 from your computer book is the starting of our half-yearly syllabus. So let's start with the explanation of the chapter. Processing. In the previous class, you have learnt elementary operations of the word processor, such as entering text, saving a document, opening an existing document, editing the document, and closing the word processor. In this chapter, we will learn about some more advanced features of MS Word. This paragraph is telling about the things which you have learned till now. Now we will be learning some more advanced features of MS Word. So let's start it from inserting columns. In MS Word, columns feature allows you to divide a document into a number of columns so that text appears as it does in a newspaper or a magazine. So here this columns feature is allowing us to divide a document in a number of columns that we can see in a newspaper or a magazine. The steps to insert columns in a document are as follows. First, click the Page Layout tab. Second, select the Columns option in the Page Setup group. A drop-down list of options appears. These two steps is showing in this diagram. As you can see the diagram from your book, the features of inserting column is showing over here. Now next step is select the number of columns, for example 3, from the available options. The document is divided into the selected number of columns. Type the text to observe the change. So here this step means that you can select the number of columns as you want. Here example is given 3 from the available option. Okay. The document is then divided into the selected number of columns. Then whatever you have taken the number of columns, then your selected text will be converted into that, it will be divided in that number of columns. Okay. Now fourth point is that to insert more than 3 columns, click More Columns in a Columns drop down menu. So this step is explaining that if you want to insert more than 3 columns, then you have to click it from More Columns option in a Columns drop down menu, which you can see in this photo, figure number 5.3, More Columns option. Okay, it's here. It's written columns 1, 2, 3. Then More Columns option is given in the last. So here you will be clicking, then your further number of columns as you want will be appearing here. Okay. Now fifth is the columns dialog box will appear on the screen. Enter the number of columns you want to insert in the document in the number of columns box. So this figure explains the columns dialog box. From here 1, 2, 3, left and right is given. Here written number of columns. Here you can enter the number which you want, number of columns. Okay. So this figure 5.4 explains the columns dialog box. This no more box is giving an information that you can insert up to 13 columns only in a document. Okay. The last is that click the OK button. The document is divided into the number of columns entered by you. So lastly, you will be selecting the number of columns and your text will be divided in that columns. And this figure 5.5, document with more than 3 columns has been shown to you. Thus these texts are divided in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. Okay. So this was the 6 steps which you will be taking for the dividing of the columns of the text. So here we are stopping our class today. In the next class we will be studying about the feature inserting images in MS Word. Okay, thank you students.